This is the Basically Parents podcast with your hosts, Jacob Schilperud and Evelyn Schilperud. Join us every week as we discuss our family, our baby, and our life in the operating room. And we're back from a very long hiatus. All of our devout followers, we apologize. Things have been a little bit crazy here at the Schilperud house.
It's been a rough year.
It's been a rough year.
So rough. We're only 2 weeks into the year.
I know. Feels like 2025 already.
I know. I feel like I aged 20 years in these past 2 weeks.
I mean, you've got a few more gray hairs and a couple more wrinkles, so that's true.
Better get to working, baby. I need Botox.
Well, you know, we're making connections. We're going to get a good deal on the next session.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, so we've had a lot going on. This podcasting thing kind of takes up some time.
Some time. A lot of time.
I realize the recording part is fun, but the fact that I have to then go back and listen to 30 minutes to an hour of myself talking is by far the worst part about doing this. When I go back and have to edit and try to add, oh my god.
Because then you also have to see if it's good, if it's worth putting out there. Make sure that you're not saying anything that will get you canceled.
Right, accidentally name drop some people that
that too.
Too close to home that we shouldn't be mentioning.
Yeah.
But I think we've done a good job so far. I haven't had to edit too much out of any of these episodes. It's just taking the time to listen to it, to find it. You know what I mean? Spend an hour recording an episode. It's another hour and a half. I have to go back and listen to myself, our conversation fucking over again.
Yeah, and then we've also, had a lot going on here. Harley had surgery, then she got an ear infection.
For those new to the podcast, Harley is our standard poodle.
Oh, yeah.
She is not our daughter, Madison.
No. Harley is our dog, our fancy poodle, we like to call her.
She's only fancy, though, when she's clean.
Yeah.
When she's clean and groomed and has her little fucking stupid poodle cut, she's a fancy poodle.
Because she just looks... It's so funny. It's just so funny to me when she comes out of the groomers, fresh cut and everything. She just, walks down the street yeah, bitch, look at me. I'm a fancy poodle.
She's so fluffy, and she's got that strut that is, some confidence in the way she moves.
Yeah.
If it was, it's the equivalent of, getting a new pair of shoes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She walks around like she's got new shoes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree.
We're in the new studio for the first time.
Oh, my God. You can barely call this a studio. It's more comfortable, though, I'll admit.
Yeah, these chairs are awesome. What I mean by new studio is we moved out of our kitchen table and into the upstairs office. Well, why didn't you just put in the office in the first place? Well, that's a very good question. And the reason for that is...
my husband couldn't wait to open up all the equipment, so he literally just opened it up in the kitchen and set it up there, and it didn't move until my husband decided to move it.
Correct. But I also thought that it would be better, because we record when she's sleeping.
By she, he means our daughter, Madison.
Correct. So I thought it would be better to be downstairs when we're recording and she's sleeping. But she's a pretty good sleeper. We're 2 rooms away from her, so I don't think it'll be a problem.
Yeah, I don't think so either. She's
see.
Fucking exhausted tonight.
I know. So. We had a really big day yesterday.
Huge.
We took her to Disneyland for the first time.
For the first time in forever. That's a Disney song.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. I'm exhausted, though.
I know. I'm so tired.
If she's tired, I'm twice as tired. She didn't even fucking do anything. All she had to do was sit in her goddamn stroller, and enjoy Disneyland.
Well, she also had to stay awake. That's a task for her.
So much stimulation going
I
on.
know, dude. She watches everything. She's so smart.
She just talks to everyone. Everyone was getting a high at Disneyland. Strangers were getting highs from Maddie, and she would get so mad when they would ignore her. She would just say it louder,
Hi,
"Hi."
hi, 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 hi.
Like in her head, she's like, "I'm saying hi to you, bitch. Say hi back."
And then she grumbles under her breath. In her baby language, this motherfucker.
This motherfucker didn't say hi to me. Hi.
Well, on that note, unpopular opinion, Evelyn's little subcategory of our podcast is I think you guys should know we are a Disney family.
Yeah,
We are Disney adults.
a
I'm
1000%.
not ashamed to say it.
No.
I know some people will shame us for it,
Mhm.
but I fucking love Disneyland. We're now Magic Key holders.
Yeah, the cheapest one, but still a magic key holder.
Yeah, yeah.
I waited 6 hours in that fucking queue to get that goddamn pass, and it was worth it. Listen, this is girl math. I saw this video, girl math.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a magic key and going to visit for the first time, it's free. Girl math.
I mean, it kind of was. I know it's not, but like once you so the pass we got was $4.99, right?
Yeah.
And so if you go two parks, two adults, park hop, it's like $160 for one park hopper ticket. So you really only
No
have to go
way. So the base is $104
for one park one day.
for one park one day. And then you add the park hopper, which is an extra $60. So
Yeah.
it's like 164
Uh-huh.
per person.
But it varies a little bit by day.
Yeah.
Like when you go, it's
No, but
not
the
always the
cheap
same price.
yeah, but the cheapest ticket is 104. That's the cheapest it'll get.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm saying on the cheapest.
Well, either way, so 160 between 160 and $170
or
for
more.
one day or more.
Because I think the most expensive it gets, it's like 139 off season.
So if we go twice in the year, it's already $320.
Yeah, it's already paid off.
No,
we
it's
don't
not paid off yet, but on the third time,
Yeah.
then you're in the positive.
hmm
But I think we go when we're paying out of pocket at least once or twice a year, it seems like.
Yeah, last year I think we went twice.
Mm-hmm.
We went during the summer for Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Father's Day or your birthday? I think it was Father's Day.
I think it was
And then
Father's
we
Day.
went for my birthday.
Yeah.
So that's twice. And now, I mean, fuck it. We can just go and have dinner if we want.
So that was my thing about wanting to pass with a baby. Like going with a baby, it gives you like
You waste your day. Let's just be honest. Yesterday we rode 3 rides, the most. Wasted most of our day just walking around, doing like bullshit things, you know? So it's like we didn't do Disney the way that we would if it was just you and I and we paid for those tickets.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we would have been at Disneyland latest 8:30 a.m. We would have like strategically gotten on rides.
Purchased a Genie Plus.
Exactly. Like we would have gotten that shit done, you know? Yesterday, we didn't make it into the park until noon, which was so pathetic. We parked on the 6th floor. We have never parked that high. It was so ridiculous.
Literally on the roof of the parking structure.
Yeah, it took us like an hour to get into the parking lot.
Yeah, because the line was so long to get in.
The line was so long. It was ridiculous. I was like, oh my God, I'm rope dropping every single time I come now.
Oh, rope dropping.
No, I'm just kidding. Now we're magic key holders, so if we're going with Maddie, then we don't have to rope drop. But if it's just you and
I was making fun
I.
of the lingo.
Oh.
How do you know you're Disney adults? Because.
I'm a Disney adult. I'm going to say rope drop.
Yeah, exactly.
And expect you know what it means.
Exactly. I'm a Disney dad. Everything my wife is doing is annoying me.
That was you yesterday for sure.
Because it's such a weird thing for like somebody with OCD to like go to Disneyland and do it completely different than we always do.
Mhm,
Because
mhm.
I'm like, you know, most of my week I wake up at 5 a.m. So it's like to go to Disneyland. If I'm waking up at 5 a.m. to do something as awful as go to work, 5 a.m. to go to Disneyland is no big deal. I want to be out of the house by 5:15. Like I want to be on the road, beat traffic, get to the fun.
Yeah, get to the
So to
magic.
like leave the house at fucking 9:30 and sit in traffic on the 405 and or we took the 5, sit on the 5 to get to Disneyland and then wait in line and just do everything that I don't normally do when I'm being a
Yeah. And let's just say we have unlocked a different type of Disney now that we went with a child. It is so different.
what do you mean?
Like, I've never gone to Disneyland with like a kid other than my brothers, but like they weren't my responsibility when I went. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So like I didn't care. But like now going with our child, it's like everything is so much slower.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
People were getting in our fucking way. I wanted to run over so many old ladies there. I was like, move, bitch. I have a stroller. And then they're cutting me off, and I'm like, ugh. And then these tweens there with their fucking crop tops cutting me off. I was about to be like, listen, little bitch, you're not even old enough to be here. What the fuck?
Listen, Disneyland's for all ages, but yeah, it wasn't too crowded.
It it wasn't, but like it made me realize that we were in a lot of like the little kid areas,
Mm-hmm.
and it made me realize how many kids go to Disneyland.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And how many people bring babies and
It's
little
so
ones?
crazy how many fetuses there were there.
Yeah, people are bringing like straight out the cooch babies.
Yeah, I mean, like, we waited until Maddie was like walking. The only reason why I agreed to take her is because she's alert, she's very inquisitive, she, watches, she pays attention, she walks.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a little bit of walking with her there, and that's the only reason why, like, I was okay with taking her now.
Yeah, she seemed old. She seemed old enough to enjoy, and we were totally right.
Yeah, I mean, she's a year now, so she's about to be a year, but she's basically a year, girl math.
Mm-hmm.
So I just felt like it was a good time to take her. Plus, she's free, so
That's the key thing right there. Free
free
99.
girl math.
Mm-hmm.
Purchase two magic keys for the parents and take the child. It's basically free.
Exactly. What's your favorite part about Disneyland?
What's my favorite part about Disneyland? I would have to say it's the food.
100% without a doubt, that's my answer.
The food, it's just the rides are just like the sprinkle.
Yeah, yeah. Rides are cool. There's a few things that are fun. They're nostalgic. I mean, I'm obviously not going there to get my, mind blown on roller coasters. But for me,
The fucking food,
it's the
the
snacks.
snacks, walking through the stores, all the Disney merch,
Mm-hmm.
people watching.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
I could
God.
people watch for days.
Dude, remember that one time we went and we were like done? We just sat on Main Street and just people watched?
Mm-hmm.
That was great. I just,
Just counting the exhausted children being carried out by their parents.
oh God. That was not us because our child had still so much fucking energy. I mean, she was exhausted, but for some reason she was like, I can't show them. I can't show them. I'm exhausted.
She refuses to sleep if there's anything worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything going on, anything she can be learning from, observing, she will not sleep. And
Mm-hmm.
so she napped for 20 minutes at 5 o'clock in the evening. She woke up at 8:30 and she finally napped.
5:30.
Napped
Wait,
at
what are you talking about?
5. She woke up at 8:30 in the morning,
Oh,
didn't
yeah, yeah,
sleep
yeah.
in the car ride, didn't
Mm-mm.
sleep when we were there. She didn't sleep in when she got started to get tired. We put her in her crib, covered her with a blanket so she couldn't see anything, gave her a bottle. She still wouldn't nap. As the sounds, everything, she wouldn't sleep. Until finally 5:30 she got so exhausted that I was carrying her in the little chest pouch thing and she just couldn't move. She finally knocked out for maybe 30 minutes, and then she was right back up, right back at it.
Mm-hmm. She's like, all right, that was a good nap. Let's fucking keep rolling.
And then and the crazy thing is, she wasn't fussy.
No,
I
she
think that's what's
wasn't.
crazy about her being so sleepy and like fighting to sleep so much is that she still doesn't get cranky.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's still just like chilling, watching.
She's like, I'm tired, but like, there's so much going on here that like, let's do
I
this.
fucking love Disneyland.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I think it's gonna be fun when she
Gets,
grows up
yeah.
and we take her. That's gonna be really sweet.
Yeah, when she's even a little bit older, because it was really fun to watch her on the rides we did go on. We went on Winnie the Pooh first,
Oh my God.
and when we got in the car, she sits on my lap and she's holding onto the rail, the like lap
Mm-hmm.
bar, and she's paying attention to everything that's going on. She's not moving around, she's not squirming, she's actually sitting still. Then we turn to starting to go on the ride, and her eyes just like light up. They just grow twice the size, and she makes that little like
Yeah, that the excited.
excitement noises, and it kept her attention. She's watching left and right, panning back and forth, back and forth, and it was really cool. Like it was really fun to like see her enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. And then we got to meet Mickey Mouse. I was a little scared that she was gonna start like crying and get scared,
Hmm.
but she was just like, "Ew, what is this?"
She came around. She gave a little smile.
She gave like a little smirk, but like she wasn't scared of Mickey Mouse. She was just like,
Hmm.
I don't like I don't like rats."
Who are you?
What is a grown adult doing dressed up?
Seriously.
That's what was going on in her head. That was funny.
What'd you
Um,
eat? You said your snacks are your favorite part.
Honestly,
What was
okay.
your favorite thing you had?
Okay. So we haven't had a churro in a long time. Like every time we go, I always make it a point to get one, and I never do. We always like leave, and I'm like, oh fuck, we forgot to get a churro.
Because there's so many things.
I know. Usually my first snack there is like popcorn.
I love Disneyland popcorn.
I love it. It's so buttery, it's so salty, it's so good.
Hmm.
Especially when it's like warm and it just came out. That's why I love getting it first when we get there because it's warm. You know it's a fresh batch and it's so good. Anyways, yesterday we didn't leave without getting a churro.
Hmm.
And I had forgotten how good their churros are.
What was it, the dipping cup that you got with it?
It was like caramel, chocolate caramel, something like that.
It was phenomenal.
It was so good.
It
It
was,
was really good. I honestly almost went back for another one.
and mind you, we got this on Main Street as we were leaving.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh no, I should go back, but I was like, oh my God, this is so good. I could have eaten the churro without it, but it was a good little addition to it.
I tried a bunch of new things.
Yeah, you did.
I was watching a lot of TikToks.
I'll tell you the worst thing I had.
Okay, let me. Okay, fine, go ahead.
The birrias, the ramen.
Oh my god.
It was so bad.
Controversial opinion, but the birria ramen
Unpopular opinion.
at Disneyland or at California Adventure is trash.
It's so bad. It did not taste like anything. It wasn't salty. It wasn't spicy. I mean, like, it just tasted like water with like noodles in there.
Yeah, it tasted like they took a scoop of birria and put it in a bowl of warm water and were like, "Oh, that's the broth."
Mm-hmm.
They'll throw in some noodles.
Mm-hmm. It was so bad.
The hard-boiled egg or the soft-boiled egg that they put inside was cooked to perfection.
Yeah, that was.
That was really good. The pot stickers from Lucky Fortune
Cookie,
Company.
some fortune cookery.
Yeah, Lucky Fortune Cookery.
Those were good.
Those
Yeah.
pot stickers are really good, and the like sesame sauce that they give you on the it's like a sesame ponzu that they give you on the side
Yeah, I would
with
get those
ginger.
again.
So good. Oh my god, it was fantastic. The best part about the ramen was when I poured the sauce from the pot stickers in the ramen. I was like, okay, now this tastes like something. Now this is good. I tried. So I was watching TikToks. Usually, that's what I do before we go to Disneyland to see what the newest trending treats are.
Of course, because we're Disneyland foodies.
Uh-huh. And I saw three things. The first thing that I saw that I had to try was the one I saw on the internet was a guava hand pie. It's essentially a Pop Tart, but made much more elegantly with like shortbread cookie. The
It's not like a processed,
yeah, yeah,
made
yeah.
in the factory Pop-Tart. It's like,
Right, hand baked,
yeah.
just like you'd expect from Disneyland.
Hmm.
And so the one I saw was guava, but I don't really like guava, but I liked the idea, so I was excited to try one of those. We get to the stores, and I see a strawberry one, and I nearly
Came
churroed
in your
came in
pants.
my pants because
Yeah.
I was so excited because strawberry is obviously the best Pop Tart. Everybody knows that, and it was so good.
It was actually really good. I don't like Pop-Tarts, and I thought that was good.
The other thing that I saw that I was well, the second thing that I saw that I was really excited for was a cinnamon churro toffee. It was a square of toffee with, I think it's like a very thin layer of frosting on the outside, covered in cinnamon sugar. And I thought it might be sugar overload, too sweet, but the saltiness
In the toffee.
and the cinnamon in the sugar, it was just
It
so
complemented itself
yeah,
very
yeah.
nicely.
It was a little bit of spice, a little bit of salty,
Hmm.
sweet, and the toffee was like the perfect texture, so it didn't break all around. Like it cracked nicely for each bite. My mouth is watering.
I
Just
was just gonna say, dude, we should have gotten more treats. I'm like, my mouth is watering thinking about them.
that thing only lasted like an hour. I tried to make it last throughout the day, but I
Shut the
just
fuck up. It lasted like 5 seconds.
no, no, because I only ate half of it. Then I just kept taking bites from it.
I also got like this raisin oatmeal cookie, and it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, what drew my attention to it, it was like chocolate brown.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, that's interesting because usually the cookies are like the light brown, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think it might have been like chocolate oatmeal raisin cookie because
Mm-hmm.
it was like dark brown and it kind of tasted like chocolate. Anyways, it was so good. So good.
It was.
And it was so big that it was like just perfect. 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 Perfect.
That lasted. That cookie made it home.
Yeah, that cookie made it home. I finished it this morning.
I know you took a bite of it at 5 o'clock in the morning when I was leaving to go to work, and you got up to take the dog out.
I also took a bite out
You
of
took a
your
bite out of the
Pop-Tart.
cookie. You took a bite out of my
Mm-hmm.
strawberry hand pie.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking sneak.
It was good. It was really good.
I also got at the end of the day before we left a
Oh my God.
chili cheese hot dog potato.
Yeah.
And I saw it on the talk and I was like, this is too much. This is going to be gross.
Yeah.
I was so wrong. The
It was really good. The sausage was good.
the hot dog was good, the chili was good, the cheese was good, and I thought it'd be too rich, but the starchy plain baked potato was like the perfect vesicle for all of those gluttonous
Mm-hmm.
toppings. Oh, and then they sprinkled a couple Fritos on top. So you got a little crunch, the cheese, the chili, the hot dog. Oh my God. I can't say enough
It
good
was
things about it.
it was really good.
It was killer.
However, it did fuck me up.
That's wild. I didn't have any issues.
Yeah. Like those couple of bites in my stomach. Oof.
Yeah, you
It,
had the
oof.
fucking bubble guts yesterday, ripping
Oh
ass the
my
whole way
God.
home.
It was so bad.
Last night in bed, I was dying. My stomach was fine, but I was suffering through my nose.
It was so bad. We slept with the fan on and the window open. The bedroom was freezing, but I smelled so bad. Oh, oh God.
Yeah, it was
It fucked me up.
definitely gross.
Well, you know, sometimes it happens. Their blue milk from Star Wars Land,
Hmm.
so good.
Yeah, you really like it.
I really like their blue milk.
I had it once. So
No,
when Star Wars,
I think you had the green milk because they're not the same. I know you may think they look the same and blah blah blah, it's
hmm
just different color. They're not. The green milk tastes different than the blue milk.
I 100% the first time we went there, I got the blue milk.
Are you sure? I think you got green milk.
No, I know I got blue milk because what it comes from is the blue milk on Tatooine from Star Wars. And as a Star Wars fan of like the idea of blue milk that they would drink on Tatooine, it's what I wanted to order when I got there, and I wanted to see what they did with it. So I know for sure the first one I had was blue milk, and I guarantee it had to have been. But
Mm,
but, but I've definitely tried green, and it's fine. I'm just not like I don't know. You love it way more than I do.
mm-hmm.
Oh my God. If we're gonna talk about beverages, that blew my mind.
Oh
So
God.
we're at it used to be the Midway. I think it's Pixar Pier now.
Yeah.
Um, behind at Pixar Pier,
It's like it was
next to
right
the
next to
games.
the Inside Out Midway Mania, some shit like that.
Yeah, yeah, on the like far side.
Right behind the Death Ferris wheel.
Yeah, yeah. So right next to the games at Pixar Pier. Um, inside one of the shops, there is a slushy little place, and they sell all these different slushies. And we're just standing there. We're not going to get a slushie or anything. We were standing there, and I think I was adjusting Maddie, or
I was taking a bite out of the cake pop that I
yeah, yeah.
bought.
You wanted to buy the cake pop, and I think I was adjusting her in her chair. And one of the employees just comes out of the back, and he's like, "Hey, would you guys like a free drink?" And he's like, "I'm new and I'm practicing,
I'm
so
training.
I'm training." And I was like, yeah, sure." It was cherry icy.
Yeah.
So it was three layers. On the bottom, it had some sour liquid. The middle was cherry icy, and the top was pina colada.
Lemonade. It was lemonade, cherry, and pina colada.
Raspberry lemonade, cherry, and pina colada.
Yeah,
Something like that.
something like
Anyways,
that.
it was sour, it was cherry, it was pina colada, and it was so fucking good. I drank that whole thing, and I didn't waste a single thing. And I even drank it out of a paper straw. It was so good, and I cannot stand paper straws. I think they're the most repulsive thing in the entire world. They fall
They're
apart.
so
I hate
gross.
the way they feel against my lips.
Ugh.
It's just awful.
I know. Every time I go to Disneyland and they ask me if I want a straw and I say yes, and then like I go to put it in my cup and I'm like, ugh, I don't want a fucking straw. Get out of here. What do you think I am, an animal?
Like, do you want a straw? And I was like, is it paper? Oh yeah. Then no.
Keep it. Save a turtle.
Keep that shit to yourself.
Oh God.
What's your favorite attraction?
My favorite attraction. Where? Disneyland or California?
Either one.
Well, Disneyland. I think at Disneyland, it's the Rise of the Resistance. It's so good. The whole like the queue is is a ride within itself.
Mm-hmm.
The ride is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that they did with the ride is just it's fantastic. And I'm not even like a big Star Wars fan.
Right. Yeah, when we first got on that when it opened, it just I was in awe because I intentionally stayed away from all of the like the
Videos.
videos and
Hmm.
all the things people talked about it. I didn't want to see it. I wanted to just, experience
Experience.
it without internet bullshitting me. And I just I was speechless. It was such an incredible experience. What they did with the queue to go through everything, to make an experience where the ride workers are like actors and they're
Hmm.
playing roles and they're playing the resistance plays their part, and then what are they the new Empire people play their role. It's just so cool. So cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's one of their coolest rides there.
And then we get on the ride, and this trackless system that they have for the
Hmm.
ride.
It's so cool.
I was like, what is this technology? It's blowing my mind.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of that.
That's cool. That's cool. I think mine might be okay. So I have it's a toss up between three: Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean are up there. I just I've always loved pirates.
Yo ho, a
The
pirate's
song
life for me.
I've always been fascinated by like the actual history of pirates. I've read books about them, and then the movies came out, and I was in love with the first one, the
And then
original
you can't
Pirates.
forget about the smell.
The smell is fantastic.
Phenomenal.
And then so the ride just like that's one of the ones that is super like nostalgic for me.
Hmm.
And then my third one, controversial opinion, is Jungle Cruise.
I like Jungle Cruise. So the last time we went, we got on it,
Hmm.
and I was like, oh my God, this shit is fucking hilarious.
The script that the operators stick to and the jokes, they're so corny, but they're so funny, and like they get to sprinkle in a little bit of their own neat kind of nuance into the way they deliver these corny dad jokes, and
Hmm.
it's so funny. I don't know. It makes me happy to go on it. And then you'll see on your left the eighth wonder of the world, the backside of water, and it just makes me laugh every time. How about your least favorite thing?
At Disneyland,
Either one.
I would have to say it's the Ferris wheel.
I hate the Ferris wheel so much, it doesn't even register to me as a thing to dislike. I can't stand Ferris wheels, not just California Adventures Ferris wheel, all Ferris wheels. I'm scared of them. I don't like them. They are not a cool thing.
Yeah, the first and last time I went on that thing was, oh my God, grad night. And I had no idea that those things moved.
Some of
Okay?
them.
Yeah, exactly. Some of them do. Whatever, right? I got on it and I didn't know that it moved. Just wasn't paying attention and just fucking got on it. I was with my friends, we were talking, blah, blah, blah. Get on the fucking thing. All of a sudden, we're going up and we start fucking moving. And I was like, oh my God. I was so terrified. I think. Oh, and then there's nothing to hold on to, by the way.
You're just sitting in a cage swinging 100, 200 feet up in the air.
Exactly. You're just fucking swinging in there. There's nothing to hold on to. So you know what I did? You know what I did? Because I was fucking petrified out of my mind?
Cry.
No, I went under the fucking seat.
Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
not joking. I went under the seat because it was like, because you could hold on to, like, underneath the seat, there's like a little, like, grip thing. It was the safest place for me.
I would be so embarrassed if you did that.
Until I was like, oh my God, get me off, get me off, get me fucking off right now. It was so scary.
I guess that's got to be my least favorite. Maybe least favorite thing that I actually do. Don't mind that. It's just Evelyn knocking things off of our shelf.
Sorry.
Yeah, definitely it's got to be Ferris wheel, I suppose.
No, that's mine. What's yours?
Well, I just admitted my fear of Ferris wheels.
Yeah, I have a fear of heights, so I think that's why.
I have a weird fear of heights in that I'm afraid of things that will hurt me. But I don't really have a fear of things that'll kill me. Is that weird?
Yeah.
Like if the height is enough that I know I won't survive, it's like less scary.
Like you're okay with dying, but you're not okay with surviving.
Yeah, honestly.
That's weird.
Like if I fall off of this 50-footer, I'll be mutilated and my life may be miserable forever. But if I fall off something that's just gonna end it, then it's like that sucks, but it'll just be over. It's just that's it. GG, well played.
No, that's weird. Another thing that I don't like to do that um, has been a thing now that I'm an adult, have gotten older, is Guardians of the Galaxy.
You don't like it anymore?
I don't like it anymore.
I love Guardians. I loved it when it was Tower of Terror also because I'm a
Oof.
big big fan of the
Tower of
Twilight
Terror.
Zone.
I I don't like the feeling of free falling.
Neither does my brother.
It's ugh, it makes me
He's like, I
sick.
hate the feeling I get in my stomach.
It's so bad.
It's like, don't you mean you hate the feeling you get in your vagina?
You bitch. It's just so bad. Oh my God, I hate it so much. I just like, ugh, I can't. I can't. The last time we went on Incredicoaster, oh my God, I got so sick.
Yeah,
And I actually like Incredicoaster though, but like it made me realize that I'm getting older.
yeah, I'm definitely getting soft. I was never into roller coasters really growing up, and then I like got old enough to like just do it. Wasn't being a bitch anymore. But now I'm like coming back around, and I'm like, I don't handle these so well.
And you're like, I don't think I really like roller coasters.
No, I'm getting old, and I get all
I'm
shaken
just a
up.
big bitch. I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah, and but I still like Incredicoaster. It's just the right amount of.
Yeah, I'll still go on it and I like it because it's a really cool ride. You know what I like about Incredicoaster? It's just so fast. You have no time to think or to be scared. You just fucking go. You know what I mean? But that's the other thing that I don't like about it. Since it's so fast and I'm getting older, it makes me sick so quickly.
I can do the like accelerations. It's the turns and
Mm-hmm.
like the like spin that.
Like, ugh.
Oh, teacups. If you don't want me to say, if I can't pick the Ferris wheel, my least, I don't like the teacups.
Why? You control them.
I know, but you can't just like not spin. You gotta
You know,
like.
I've never been on the teacups.
I'm down to go just to make you sick, just to
Yeah,
like
never been
fuck
on
you
the
up. I'll
teacups.
I'll take one for the team just to like put you through that.
That's so fucked up. That is so fucked up. You're dark, dude. But yeah, in the what 15 years that I've been going to Disneyland,
Hmm.
never been on the teacups. Because the line is always so crazy that I'm like, I don't like want to go on this ride badly enough that I want to wait in this fucking 70-minute
Yeah,
line.
the things in Fantasyland are insane because their
Yeah.
queues aren't built to like handle that type of line and like the you know.
Hmm.
So it's such a clusterfuck over there.
It's so bad. That's why I think that's why we're never in that part of the park
Hmm.
because it's just such a clusterfuck. Did you hear that Haunted Mansion is closing until next year?
Yeah, because they're expanding it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's so cool.
I mean, it's cool, but like,
We just bought a season
yeah,
pass, so we won't
dude,
get to have. We were literally
Haunted
there.
Mansion is like up there.
We were literally there this past holiday season. So like, how long ago did we go? I don't know, two
In
months.
November. We went in November for my birthday.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what's the? Yeah, like 2 months ago,
Mm-hmm. What about it?
and we wrote it then, and it was holiday themed.
Yeah.
So like
What's your
you're,
point?
so my point is you're good to like wait a little bit.
Listen, I'm a Disney adult. Okay? I can't wait.
I'm a Disney adult. I have the patience of a 5-year-old.
Exactly. I have the patience of my 1-year-old daughter.
I really think actually you have the worst patience of fucking anybody. When we're like picking rides and you look at the lines, you're like, oh my god, it's 45 minutes. I'm not waiting 45 minutes. I'm like, Evelyn, it's Disneyland. 45 minutes is awesome.
No. No.
It's 60 minutes for Space Mountain. I am not waiting 60 minutes. What the
No.
fuck do you mean you're not waiting? 60 minutes is like the shortest thing you can do.
Okay, well, this is the thing with Space Mountain, though. Space Mountain breaks all the fucking time, and they always lie about their queue. So they'll put that it's 60 minutes, right? But
Hmm.
since it's such a popular ride and it always breaks,
Hmm.
you end up being in the line for like 3 hours.
I got a good question.
Go ahead.
Most overrated food item.
Most overrated food
And it
item.
can't be the birria ramen because we just talked shit about that.
The turkey leg.
The turkey leg.
Yeah. I don't like it. There's nothing about it that I'm just like, oh, I want a fucking turkey leg. Yeah, it's the staple of Disneyland.
I don't know. It's such.
I can't.
I think it's a very polarizing snack at Disneyland. People love it or hate it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, people love it more than they hate it, though, I feel like.
I don't know. Watching the talks, I saw a lot of people making fun of the turkey legs.
I don't like the turkey legs.
I like them.
They're so big and so, like, they just taste like plastic.
No, they don't taste like. They're meaty and salty and
no.
with that little generic salsa packet they give you for it. I like them. But I don't get them that often, to be honest.
Hard pass.
I'll usually get one I like the last time I got one was when I went with my mom and David, and I shared one with my
I
mom.
remember that.
Okay, turkey legs.
What about you?
I think it might have to be
Don't break my heart right now. Say it.
the Mickey pretzels or the churros.
No, you can't say the churro.
Churros are just so
The pretzel, I will
so
agree
average.
with you on that.
It depends on if you get a good one. The Mickey pretzels can either be smacking or they can be lacking.
Last time we got one, it wasn't good. Remember?
I think this is a little bit older.
Yeah, it tasted older.
If they're, you gotta eat them at their like peak warm and softness. If they get past that,
I think it's like the
no-go.
popcorn. It's the first thing that you have to get when you enter the parks.
Yeah.
They're warm, they're fresh.
You dip them in cheese sauce.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
And churros are just, I don't know, they're just like
No, it was so good this
average.
last. Oof, it was just
And you get churros anywhere.
delicious.
You can have a churro any day you want. We go to a Mexican restaurant, you can get churros for dessert.
They're not Disney churros, okay? There's no magic in them, all right?
What's the magic in the churro? Mouse cum.
Waltz come.
They milk it out of his cryogenically frozen body
Ew, that's
to make
so
the
gross.
churro dough.
Ew. The sourdough bread.
Oh my god, I feel like this could be a whole series, not even an episode.
I know, right? Talking about Disneyland.
We could talk about all of the delicious eats. I tried, and the other thing, it was really hyped about and I liked it, but I don't know if it didn't make my top rankings. The garlic cheese pretzel bun from Edelweiss Snacks behind the Matterhorn.
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't just but it wasn't like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was good. It was alright. I liked it.
It was really salty and greasy.
Yeah, it was very.
So I guess if you like salty and greasy things, like
Dipped
if you
in
love
marinara was good.
Yeah. It was too much for me.
Too much for you, but you still ate a quarter of it.
Oh, shut up.
And then this clam chowder and bread bowl is always amazing. I'm such a pig. I eat the entire bread bowl. The loaf of sourdough. Oh, we actually walked through
the bakery tour. Yeah. By the way, if you guys ever want to do that little tour, it's really fast and they give you complimentary piece of bread as you walk in.
You know who fucking loved the free bread?
Maddie.
Maddie was all about the sourdough.
Sure was.
She noshed that whole sumbitch down like it was nothing.
She's like, oh, this is fucking delicious. It was really good. I agree. I like the sourdough bread. Did you know it takes 72 hours to make?
I did know that.
I did know that.
I didn't know that until yesterday when we learned that.
Which I thought was pretty cool and made me realize how much those sourdough breads get wasted.
What do you mean?
Well, because, like, you know, they use them as bowls. Like, not everyone eats the bread.
I think the average person eats the soup, scrapes out the soft bread, and then most of the skin gets thrown out.
That's what I'm saying. So it gets mostly wasted.
It's so weird that they sell Baymax shaped loaves of sourdough bread. Like it's nothing. It's just the sourdough bread shaped like the character,
Yeah,
and
we
people
have
buy
to
it.
watch that movie because I don't know what the hype is all about.
Yeah, I've never seen Big Hero 6.
Yeah, neither have I, and they made a whole little land dedicated to that little guy, so
You know what else I haven't seen that apparently is a controversial opinion?
mm,
Cars.
shut the fuck up.
I've never seen Cars.
You've never seen Cars?
No, none of it. And I think there's like 4 of them or some shit.
Oh my God, there's three, I think.
You don't even know how many there are?
I think I'm not sure about the fourth one, but I know for sure there's three because I've seen all three.
I've never seen any of them.
Wow. The first one was really good. It's a classic. The second one, it's all right. The third one, they lost me, to be honest. Wow, we have to watch it.
Okay,
I'm so disappointed in you.
at some point we'll watch it.
You've never seen Up either.
I've seen Up.
You've seen Up?
Yeah, I just didn't recognize the song because it was like orchestral version.
Oh, gotcha.
And I've only seen it once when it came out in the theaters.
It was good.
It made me cry.
So sad.
I think if I watched it now, I would definitely cry.
That's so funny that you say that because since the first time I watched it, I can't bring myself to watch it again because it made me cry too. Because I'm like, this movie is so fucking sad. I can't watch this. It's just about a couple that, they're so in love and then like she dies and
Dude, Pixar tugs on the heartstrings.
those motherfuckers and then the music that they play. And you're just like, oh God, why did he have to lose her?
Toy Story made me cry.
You've got a friend in me.
And then the other one that made me cry, Coco.
When you finally paid attention to
When I
it,
finally watched Coco and paid attention to
it's
it,
so good.
I cried like a motherfucker.
It was so good. Papa, Papa, is that you, Papa? It's good. Have you paid attention to Encanto?
No, not really.
It's a good movie. It won't tug on your little heartstrings, but it's a good movie.
Wait, Encanto? That's the one with the like big butch sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see it.
Yeah.
But it was like, okay, it was nice.
Yeah, it was alright.
But not like Coco.
Not like Coco.
Coco,
Recuérdame.
that shit it got me. Whew. And then Toy Story gets me. Because Toy Story is one of the only ones that, it started with me, right? So when Toy Story 1 came out, I was the target demographic.
Mm-hmm.
And so
You were the child.
I was the child, right? So I watched it and I loved it, and I had a Woody doll. And then as I got older, they kept making movies, right? And so that's one that like tugs on my heart a little differently than the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still just so sad.
Why? Why is Toy Story sad?
Because he loses the toys, and there's like, when he gives the toys away, and it's emotional.
Yeah.
Andy's an emotional guy.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
And so it gets me emotional.
Okay, I get it.
Listen,
and then watching it with Maddie now, I can't wait until like she likes those movies, so we can sit there and just watch them.
Dude, it's gonna break my heart when if she like it's gonna break my heart if we watch Toy Story. She's like, I don't like this movie. Like, shut the fuck up! You don't know.
You don't know what's good for you. Watch it.
You're just the dumb kid. This is amazing. Can we watch Frozen? No, fuck Frozen.
Let it go.
And I'm gonna be like, Maddie, you let it go. This movie sucks.
She's gonna be like, but Daddy, do you want to build a snowman?
No, bitch. I want to be your friend. You got a friend in me.
Oh God, we're terrible parents. We're basically parents.
Basically parents. And that's a podcast.
Yeah.
Disney adults.
Yeah, let us know if you are a Disney adult or you think that Disney should just be for kids.
People are going to be like, you are a bunch of fucking freaks. You guys have mental illness.
No
I don't know what's wrong with
People
you.
make a living on TikTok for just like about Disney, just TikToking about
I
Disney.
know, but there's a lot of Disney haters out there. And don't get me
Mm,
wrong, there's a lot about like Disney Corporation, like the dark side of this shit that I totally get.
hmm
And there's like this like evil conspiracy that I am aware of.
Wait, I don't know about the conspiracy. What are you talking about?
There is a lot. I don't want to get into like the details because I'm not like I don't really get into it, but there's like a lot of like Disney and like pedophilia. Like there's ties between Disney cruises and like they are similar to like the Epstein Island type of shit. Yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah. If you look into it, you may I may have just changed your whole opinion. Refund these Magic Keys. Fuck Disneyland. But
Are you joking right now?
no, no, no. I swear to God. There's like this weird dark underbelly of like the Disney Corporation. What's the name of that show that we watched on Disney Plus about the rides?
Um, I don't I don't remember. I think it's like the making of Disney or something.
That's probably not the name you just picked the generic ass.
No, I'm serious. They named it something like very generic.
Yeah, anyways, there's the show on Disney Plus and it's about um
The cast members involved
the
in,
creators, the
yeah.
Imagineers.
Well, they're called, oh yeah,
They're
they're
called
called
Imagineers.
Imagineers, not cast members.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cast members work the rides, but the
hmm
Imagineers are the engineers who design and build the stuff. But it's about like the story of how rides were built, like secret details about the rides, things that went into their production, the storyline of how they got built, like financial problems, ups, downs, things like that. It's very good. 10 out of 10. Would recommend checking that out.
Talking about that, let me just add this really quick because I saw it this morning. I saw this video in the morning about the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Mm-hmm.
So the Imagineers, when they first started building this ride or building the characters, in school they were taught to uh, build the characters anatomically correct.
Mm-hmm.
So all of these characters, they had dongs and
No.
they had vaginas and all this shit, right?
Uh-huh.
And when the costume designer was in charge of like making the costume, putting it on the
Mm-hmm.
characters and stuff like that, that day they had Walt coming to the parks to look at the characters.
Mm-hmm.
And then they realized when the characters started to like move,
You could see their parts.
you could see their dongs. And the Imagineers started to lose their shit because they were like, oh my God, Walt is going to be fucking pissed. This is not for kids. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So the costume designer is like, just cut it off. They were like, what? We can't just cut it off. I mean, it's part of the. So I guess she grabbed a like saw
Mm-hmm.
and just started going to each character that had a dong and
Mhm.
cutting it off.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And then after that, they learned not to make.
Why did they have to make it? I don't understand why
I
they
don't
had
know.
to
I
add.
guess because I guess it was like part of their schooling
Uh-huh.
to like make.
To make realistic just head to
Yes,
toe.
make
So it was like
anatomically correct
they were caught in
characters.
like the perfectionism
Yeah,
of like being like an educated or like a professional
Yeah.
sculptor type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they were like, no, 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 no. That's too professional.
Well, I think it's because I think Pirates of the Caribbean was like one of their first rides that they had actual.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean has a huge history.
Yeah.
It's one of the episodes, by the way, of that show. It's totally worth watching. But they never talk about the dicks.
No, they didn't.
They left the dicks out of
They left
the
the
Disney
dicks
doc.
out. Yeah, they did. That's funny. Anyways, but I think it was one of their first rides with like human characters that moved,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like made real movements,
actual
people
animatronics.
moving. Yeah, exactly. So
Or lifelike animatronics,
yeah,
I guess.
so I think that's when they ran into a problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
When they moved and they were like, "Oh shit!" You can see it in their clothes.
That pirate's got a fucking hammer in his pants.
They're like, "Damn, Johnny Depp, you got big dick." I know Johnny Depp wasn't part of the original Pirates of the Caribbean.
Do you think like they secretly added an anatomically correct Johnny Depp?
I don't know. I don't think, honestly, I don't think there's anything underneath the clothes
No,
nowadays.
there's not.
I think it's just the face that they work on.
Yeah, because they do talk about in one of the episodes about how they have to make a complete body so that the costumes fit the animatronics correctly.
Hmm.
Like they don't just do hands and a head and then put clothes over like the robot skeleton because the clothes don't fit correctly. So they have to like pad them and shape the torsos and shoulders and all those things so that the clothing fits like it's supposed to fit on a person.
Hmm.
There's so much to unpack this.
I know.
As we're talking, I'm thinking of like other things that we can talk
I
about.
was just thinking
We didn't
about.
even talk about the naked drug guy on It's a
Oh,
Small World.
yeah. Did you see all those videos on the
Yeah,
talks?
yeah, yeah.
Dude, when I first came across it, I was like, wait, is this for real? And then, like, my For You page just started to, like, show
Blow up.
me all kinds of POVs.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Dude,
I'm
I'd
like,
be.
this fucking guy got fully naked. And
Yeah,
then he
yeah.
started walking in that water, that disgusting water. I wonder if he got, like, a UTI or something.
You want to know what the craziest thing was?
Mm.
I was watching it and I was like, I get it. As somebody who's done drugs, I understand how nice it probably would have been to cool off and to jump in that water.
Ew, it's so gross.
All right. Well, we're at 60 minutes into
Oh,
Disney
shit.
adulting. Anyways, we're back. We're going to be posting again. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give us your feedback on Disneyland. What do you like? What do you dislike? And we'll maybe revisit this topic again. I'm sure we will after our next visit. Our next visit and our next set of treats will be making sure you guys are on the same page.
Bye. Have a good night and a happy new year.
Thanks for listening. Please like, follow, subscribe. We're up on YouTube. I don't remember if I've mentioned it now, but you can find our YouTube channel, YouTube slash, I don't know, basically parents, something like that. Everything we do is basically parents. So look out for us. We're on TikTok now, sort of. The profile exists. So if you want to follow us on
The
TikTok,
profile exists. I'm so ashamed of recording a video.
don't be ashamed. Anyways, give us a like, follow, subscribe. Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, YouTube, TikTok,
And ask us
Instagram.
questions, you guys.
Please give us some feedback and keep reaching out. We've heard a lot of people in this little hiatus we took. Several people have reached out looking for new episodes. I'm excited to bring it to you guys. So I hope you're excited to keep on listening. Anyways, thank you so much for listening, and we will talk to you later. Bye.